Morning traders, and this is your Aussie South African top 40 day trade setup for today. So things are happening right now. We had some good results from Amazon last night, which has driven the tech stocks for sort of a mini recovery at the moment. And Tencent as well is recovered, sitting at 1.6 up at the moment. So yeah, I think we're going to see a gap up. The US markets also closed slightly up yesterday. The Dow was up 0.4%, S&P was up 0.3%, and the Nasdaq was up 0.38%. Okay, so a little bit of a mini recovery. I think what you're going to see is a gap up. We've ended up with a pretty strong engulfing bar on the daily. Okay, I've still got the channel drawn in. Looking at the oscillators, we've got a close above the negative 80, which is a bullish signal. Okay, and we've also got a potential crossover on the stochastic starting to play out. So this is looking very much like an opportunity to be long. Okay, now if I was trading this on a much lower time frame, I'd be looking for a break above there, and my stop would be down here. But that's a 3,000 point stop loss, which is a little bit rich. So we need to just look for better structure. Okay, now the better structure is pretty much what we see here. Okay, we have a double bottom with diversions, and it's probably there on the 4 hour as well. Yep, there's a low, lower low, low, higher low. Okay, so we have a double bottom. There are multiple levels to the left, so I'm not even going to bother with looking at that. We've got moving averages crossing over. We have a trend line break over there. Okay, so price action at the moment could turn out to be a range. Let's not kid ourselves at the moment. So it could turn out to be a range. In other words, we've failed to break through and then move to the downside. We've got gaps to the downside, which are magnets, and we've got gaps to the upside, which are magnets. So we're going to need to see a clear break either way before we start looking for something. Okay, so from a fractal perspective, this is not a fractal. That is a fractal. Okay, so break above 5844, triggers along with a stop below 5306. 560 point stop loss, still a little bit rich for my liking, but I think that would be a half decent setup at the moment. Okay, and then obviously your first target is going to be well, you've got two gaps here. So you've got this gap, and then you've got that gap. So this little island reversal. If we just move to the 12 minutes, so this last bar here is a bit of nonsense data, but that does give us a different fractal level. So you can see there's a fractal on the 12 minutes. We don't have another fractal to the downside. So I'm anticipating a gap up. The question is whether we're going to gap up above this 58.44. If we do, wait for the pullback. If we find 58.44 as support and it starts building structure, it's going to give you a pretty good entry, and you'll find a very close, probably 100, 150 point stop area based on fractals on the 12 minutes in this zone. Okay, so that's kind of what I'd be looking at the moment, is looking for a long entry. We've got way too much happening on the bigger time frames to indicate, well, to support that. If we just move across to the Ichimoku, 12 minutes is bullish at the moment. Everything is bullish on the 12 minutes. You pretty much want to be, I suppose you could even use the 12-minute Kijinsen as your stop area, this red line here. Half hour, we are breaking through the cloud. We've got a crossover. We've just got diversions here between Kijinsen and Tikinson. So that's a bit of a worry. Chico span's not through price, and we've got a twist. So only 2 out of 3, well, 3 if you count cloud, that's 3 out. 3 out of 4 bullish signals. Looking at the hour, we've got the crossover, we've broken through price, but we're still in the cloud. So 2 out of 4, nothing really there. 4 hour, everything is still bearish. Okay, but remember, this is a lagging indicator, so you need to look at price action as well. And looking at the daily, pretty neutral, bearish, bullish, bouncing off the cloud, in the cloud, neutral. So mixed signals here as well on the daily. But I'm, to be quite honest, anticipating the following. Okay, that is flirting with the 61.8 on the daily. So, and this is probably going to be rand driven, and then linked with a general market recovery as well. But that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. Okay. Obviously, I'm not going to hold that every single day, but this price action here indicates that I should be looking for levels to the upside. And if we start just looking at it this way, what is my first level on the daily? It's that previous breakout, which is this gap. So right up there, that's my first level. That would also retest the moving average breakout. If we break through that, then we target the next gap. If we break through that gap, we target the next gap. If we break through that, then we target the measured move. Okay, so that's kind of the structure that I've got at the moment. I think for the first time in a long time, there's a little bit more confidence in the Aussie trade setups that I can see at the moment. So we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. But I definitely think, provided we break above 58.12, then we have a target of 51.253. Okay, which would be gap close. Well, not quite gap close, a bit higher, 51.300. Okay, so that's kind of what I'd look at. And then if we do get a break above this, you can pretty much bargain on the long-term move being the height of the range, which would take us to 51.828, which is pretty much in line with this previous swing low, and then you could probably target the gap as well. Okay, so those are the next couple of moves for the next couple of days. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view for today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.